Hey guys, it's Hannah McCandless with Hannah's Property Group, broker by Exit Realty Birmingham and REI Evolution. And today I'm going to bring you behind the deal.
Hey guys, I'm Cirillo.
I'm Uriel.
And we're with Apex Home Renovations. This is the property that we got called on from Hannah Properties Group. And this property right here was so distressed. The back of the house was falling in. And honestly, we needed to do a lot of work to make this afford to what it needed to be. And so if you take a look inside, you'll see some things that we've done. And we'll show you guys kind of a quick sneak peek of what we did. This is the main living area. This is the flooring carpet that we had put in the front. We kept the kitchen as is, and then that back room was completely caved in. You'll see some pictures of that. And so kind of what we did was just get it good enough for a rental property. In this situation, we're going to do a Section 8. So when she called, we came out here, we assessed the property, and we needed to do a few things to bring it up to code. Electrical was bad, plumbing was bad, the mechanical was pretty bad as well. So all those main things needed to be done. Everything else is pretty much intact, just needed to get it all back to life.
Hi guys, I'm Robert Howard with Epic Wholesaling. And right here, I found the deal. We're sitting right here in Bush Hills on one of the latest properties that I got to Hannah. This deal off market would have went for around $60,000. But since it was Hannah, we sold it for $45,000. A great deal. I'll tell you a little bit about it. There are about 7 heirs involved in this deal. And normally when you got to get heirs, everybody has to sign off on the property, so you can imagine how tedious that is. But on the other side of persistence, there's always greatness. And you're all looking at it right now. Matter of fact, this deal got so tedious and a little bit involved. When we got to the closing table, we found out that the affidavits had been shredded. But just like that, we jumped up right from the closing table, got the affidavits, got them back, and we closed the deal. So you're looking at this beauty here. Started out at 3 bedrooms and changed, but now it's converted to a 4-2, and it's a real moneymaker.
What's up guys, my name is Josh Anderson with Simple Funding. We fund deals that other lenders won't. An example, 2 other lenders weren't able to touch this deal over here in Bush Hills. One because of the interstate and one because of the loan amount. But we were able to be here. We saw that there was renovation and other houses being updated here, and we got the deal done. They were able to purchase the property for $40,000, put $50,000 into it, leaving them somewhere around that $90,000. And then we're going to refinance their deal into long-term money, allowing for them to cash flow at their $1,500 rent and also pull money out for their next deal. And I think that's what's important, is finding a lender that understands the market and who's in it with you.
So we're here in front of the house that we got called on from Hannah's Property Group, and we needed to give a quote on this renovation job to be able to get it done for a rental Section 8 home. And so when we got here, we needed to assess some things, and we found out that the mechanical and the electrical plumbing was in bad shape. So this budget for this house ended up being $50,000 to be able to get this thing back up and running, to be able to get it onto the market for a new home, a new tenant. And so just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of that. Mechanical, electrical, plumbing was about 25 grand. And then everything else cosmetic wise was about 25 grand to get everything put back into the house how it needed to be. My brother Uriel is the project manager. He took care of the project on this one, managing from start to finish. Tell us a little bit about the project and what you had to encounter.
We were running into some issues with the pipes, cast iron pipes. They were just full of rust. Everything was mostly plumbing-wise kind of backed up. That's one of the problems you gotta look for when you're purchasing one of these homes. Electrical-wise, a lot of the breakers were out. Not too much of a problem. The electrical was in pretty good standing, except some wires shoot up, but we replaced those. HVAC, nothing wrong with it. It just needed a service, and it was up and running. It heats well, it was cooling well. That's pretty much it. The paint, the cabinets.
So basically the gas line was clogged, so we had an issue with the gas line that needed to be redone. We had an issue with trying to get the gas turned back on, but we got everything figured out and situated. Overall, the house turned out good. It's ready to move in, and this is us here at Apex. So we're excited and grateful for the call from Hannah Properties Group. She gives us a lot of business, and always looking forward to working with her.